Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet Earth. The Earth is changing as we enter 2021. Frost, maybe you have snow, or rain, or just the cold, or sense of ice. She's changing with the temperatures of the planet, and we as human beings on this planet and with this planet and for this planet want to keep a warm heart in the coldness of winter in the northern hemisphere. A different kind of warmth, more than just our caring warm heart, which we need all over the world in any temperature, but the kind of warmth that begins to radiate out into the cold thoughts, into the coldness of hearts, into the cold mind. This radiating out. Behind, above, below, to the sides, back, to the front. This warming in, warming out. Like a nice cup of warm tea or hot chocolate. So today, with this warmth, I would like to lead you through a short meditation, about 10 or 15 minutes, and lead you into a place of warmth for your fellow human, for the animals, for the earth, for the elemental beings of fire, water, air, and earth, through all that surrounds us, and for the being of light and for the being of darkness, and today especially for the living being of silence. Today I'm going to invite us to, in our sitting, to begin to really enter, drop down as if it's a very warm day and you're sitting and you're just giving over your breath, giving over your bones, knowing, trusting that their design is to keep you upright. If you find that wonderful circle of skeletal power of the sitting bones, the pubic bone in front, the tailbone behind, finding that balance right on that circle. The genitals, the pubic bone, the hip joints, the tailbone, the sitting bones, all right there like a crown below us, and then above us as well, a crown where we receive light, where we receive information from above, and from the crown below we receive information from below. All great wisdom schools honor the earth and the universe as we are in balance with and in harmony with the galaxy, with the earth forces. We are standing as human beings to try to be, to learn to be present to both as we sit, as we stand, as we walk, as we talk, as we listen. This is a great task. So today we'll enter in sitting, just sitting. Letting our feet listen to what they are resting on. Letting the crown at the root support us in being upright and grounded at the same time. The breath enters. The into the nose, the breath enters, into the mouth, the throat, the chest, and can go all the way down into the lower belly. Every breath we take that helps us drop in and down and remain upright helps not only in our life forces, and part of those life forces our digestion, our metabolic system. And the digestion we know is so important. Digesting our food properly, digesting our thoughts, digesting our feelings. This is a great, great cooker, so to speak. And if we don't digest well, we need aid, we need support in this. And the breath is a great support for digesting a very chaotic world right now. And we take time to go in and down to digest what is. So we have our just sitting bony structure. And in the Embodied Life School, we keep our eyes so that a little light can enter in, so we're not completely gone from the world with our eyes closed, although it's okay to begin there or go there on occasion, but we don't want to drift into fantasy. We want to be connected to our world, in the world, but not of it. So as we sit, you can take up the mudra we've spoken of, or that we use in the Embodied Life School, or you can just have your hands resting. I highly recommend the mudra, that you can find a video probably about that. If not, there'll be one forthcoming. So feeling our feet dropping in, feeling the breath, the length. Letting the eyes be open but lowered, and keeping the head erect. The head does not have to follow the eyes. And then we begin. We begin to enter the silence, this great being larger than life that's always there. In reverence to this great being of silence, we don't have to ever create silence in meditation. Silence is always there. And even though the silence may benefit us, we don't enter it for us. We enter silence to honor her as we honor the earth or one another. to honor the mystery, the great mystery that is silence. And one of the ways to enter this silence is through our breath. So let's enter together with reverence. Every thought we have can be absorbed by the silence. Just give it over to the being of silence. Without judgment, the silence is so big. It allows us in. So we'll begin our sitting, and I'll let you know when we're a few minutes from ending, and maybe a little something else along the way for about 10 minutes. enter the silence. The silence enters me. Two circles meeting, and where they intersect, there's a gap there, a gap of presence, consciousness, like a Vesica Pisces, where holiness lives. Silence has a resonance. It resounds. It resounds into a large pause, a large universe of color, of quiet, of solace. Could even call it a kind of love. When fear enters, the silence is cold, becomes cold. We are entering the silence of warmth, the silence of love. We behold it and it beholds us. We can build on this partnership. Accept its invitation more often in our lives. Let's bow together. Thank you for taking this time out of your life, out of the activities of everyday life. Thank you for taking this time, for honoring the silence, for being willing to give yourself over to these moments together. Have a wonderful day.